Hello everybody and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. So today we've just got a quick little job to do in this episode. Any ideas what you think it could be? I did mention we might be tackling it in the previous episode. Drop the weight off there. Oh, I'm dropping the weight off. That means something's going on the front. What could it be? Today's the day that we're going to tackle that massive grass field to see how many bales we get. This should be interesting. So let's have a go then. Give me your predictions in the comments below. What do you think this field? What are we going to get? Bales? The quantity of bales? And then what do you think the quantity is going to be, like, litre-wise? Bearing in mind, the bales are set at 50,000 litre bales. So what do you think are we going to get off this field? I think it's going to be quite good. I wouldn't even like... I really don't know. I always have a guess and sort of try and work out what we're going to do, but I'm going to leave it for you guys this time. What do you think? Leave it in the comments below. How many bales? How many litres as well? Just look at it. Oh my word. Do you know what? If you look over there, that's still grass, but it's not even... The grass is not even rendered in because the field of view in the game doesn't go far enough. It's that big. That's just like a normal dirt field. But no, it is all grass, I can assure you. If we go and run over there, look, you see? It is all grass. It's just the field of view doesn't go far enough. Oh, my word. Okay. Still running really quick here. That's better. There we go. So I'm just trying to think whether it's best. You know what? I might actually set this on a worker. Is a worker going to be able to do this properly? Oh, I don't know. I'm just thinking we might set this on course play because we're going to have to... This is going to swath. It's already set to swath dropping. We're going to have to bale and everything. Oh, this could be quite a challenge, actually. I'm not really sure what's going to be best to do here. Do I just run around myself and do this? Do you know what? Yeah. Let's just give it a go myself. So, let's go and we'll set to the front one. We'll open her up. We'll go set to the back one, and we'll open that up as well. Oh, this is going to be fun. I think we're going to be okay for bales. Do you know what, actually? I need to go and have a quick look in my storage and see. What do we actually need to go for? Well, silage, we've got 37. I think we might be okay for silage. Oh, we've only got 4 hay. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay, that means then we're going to have to turn this into hay. So we're going to have to make hay bales. Again, it's still going to be the same quantity. Like, same litre. There's still 50,000 litres. It just means... how I do it is going to be slightly different. So, maybe we could put this on a worker because we're going to have to cut this normal. So let's just toggle the work mode there. We don't left, right, widespread. It's going to have to be widespread because we need to get the tedder, fluff it up. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll set this on a worker because... being widespread, the workers aren't too bad. Swathing sometimes can get a little bit sketchy when they have to sort of go around little bits. Being widespread, because we've got to fluff it up for hay, I think a worker will be okay. It just means then I can leave for a work, I can go get another tractor, get the tedder, come back and actually sort of follow around. We'll just need to let the worker go around a little bit. But boy, this is going to be quite a task. You know what? I'm thinking we might need to... do we let the worker go a little bit quicker? I think we need to because this is going to take a while. I don't think course play is going to tell me. An hour and a half. An hour and a half. Oh dear. So the worker will miss a few little bits when it turns corners and stuff. I'm hoping it's set to do sharp. So it should go forward, turn, back up and then go again. So it shouldn't miss much. I could have set it to round or smooth edges, but then it would have missed the corners. This way is probably going to be the best. We're just going to have to babysit on the first headland. It's going to trim the neighbour's bush. It's going to trim the neighbour's bush. Oh. Oh, God. Nothing like trimming your neighbour's bush, is there, really? So I think it should be okay. I'm just worried on this bottom corner here. It's either going to try and do it sharp or it is going to go and do a bit of a smooth turn around. I don't think it's too sharp, so it should do a smooth turn. I'm just worried about the trees on the edge. If it has to back up, it's going to sit there and it's going to be like, I'm down in tools. until you sort that tree out. But I'm hoping this should still turn smoothly on here because it's not a sharp corner. Yep, looking good. That's what happens. You see that little bit on the edge there? If you put it on smooth, it misses them corners. You see, that's what I did when planting. I set it to smooth. Well, it's looking pretty good at the minute, so we'll just see what happens. We'll just go babysit this for a headland round, and we'll come back to it when it gets back to the beginning. Well, the worker's done a pretty good job there. Managed to get round everywhere without any issues. Didn't back into any trees, didn't get stuck anywhere. There's a few little spots that have been missed, but it is to be expected because the ground is a bit uneven in certain places. So even though the mowers can flex, it's going to miss little tufts of grass. I'm not going to be, I mean, this field's big enough. I don't think we need to be that fussy that we need to get every little blade. There, look, you see, it's missed bits there. Do we really need to go back and get every blade of grass? Probably not. It's going to get the majority of it, and I still think this is going to be an absolute ridiculous amount in litres wise. Maybe not physical bale wise, because they're 50,000 each, but I still think this is going to be a lot. So what we'll do is we're going to watch this worker do a bit of a time lapse. And I think, just for something a bit different, I'm going to send the drone up in the air. Now this field is big, so we're not going to be able to catch it all. We're going to send the drone up in the air, and we're going to watch the worker run round and get a lot of this done. And then we'll come back, and we'll start doing some tedding. The worker seems to be doing a pretty good job there. That was quite a different kind of time lapse that was. So, we've got to go around and tedded this now. Now, I have gone and upgraded because initially I had that and it's like 9 meters. Yeah, this will take a while. So I did go and get this one. I have left that. I have not sold it yet, just in case. We've got the money, so I'm okay to play about with these things. It's bigger. It looks like it's got a bit more flex in it for the uneven ground, so I'm hoping this is 17 meters. I'm hoping this is going to be okay. We'll give it a go. It's one of the base game ones. And we'll just see how, you know, I'm not exactly sure how fast we can go with this, actually. I'm going to just bring my cruise control speed down a little bit because I don't really want to go too quick. We'll try 12. But yeah, let's just zoom out a little bit so we can see a bit better. It seems to be going okay, this. It's the uneven ground which could be the bit of the issue, like here. This is why I thought maybe this is going to be better, being so big. It looks like it's got quite a few different, like, sort of almost suspension parts on it. And it should allow it to flex a little bit over all this rough ground. If I can control it. Oh dear. It seems to be going alright. It's just not too bad at all. This is definitely a mighty grass field. I'm watching the worker go around do some bits and I'm thinking, there's going to be a lot of hay. I didn't even think, is it worth doing like some hay, some grass, some silage, you know, but this thing's going to grow again pretty quick. So I think we'll just keep it all hay for now. And then we'll do like another grass one, but I probably won't do any more like on camera of grass work for this because the field is so big. It's massive. So I did say this was going to be a quick episode, but maybe it's going to turn out to be a bit longer actually because I've underestimated how long this is going to take. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me go around and do all this hay. So I will come back to you in a little bit. We've got a bit closer and we're ready to do some baling. Well, let's just say this isn't quite going to plan. So yes, things have changed since I last spoke to you. I remember there was a bit of an issue with that tedder, and at the time of buying it and starting to use it, I didn't remember. As anyone's getting around the field, I'm like, oh, I now remember why I didn't buy this last time. It seems to be a little bit of an issue with it. I don't know if it's that. I don't know what it is. But it leaves blobs of grass. It doesn't, like, ted it all. You'll be coming along and you'll just see behind, like, loads of scattering little blobs of grass that it's not tedded. It's like, okay, that's not really going to work then, is it? I kind of need it all to be perfect. Otherwise, as you know with these things, if you play the game, whenever you go through and pick things up, if it's sort of still got grass in it, it can convert the whole load to grass. So I thought, okay, have a look at something else. I managed to find another mod that someone had done, which was a windrow and a tedder in one. So it tedded it and windrowed it. I thought, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, the only slight problem is it was like 4 meters width. You seen the size of this field? 4 meters! I don't kind of have the day to spend to do this. So I give it a little try, thinking, oh, I'll just set it on a worker, you know. No, I don't know why. A course play worker would not work with it. It would go round, but it wouldn't engage it. So it would unfold it and everything, but it wouldn't actually do its job. If I did it manually, it would work. For the worker to do it? Nope, didn't work. It just glided over the top of it. Oh, what a headache this is starting to be. It was meant to be a nice, simple, quick little episode this was of doing some grass work. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? I thought, because this is starting to get a bit out of hand now. So I decided to go for this, which is, it's an in-game mod. So it is one available on all platforms. I have got that big trailer with the big wings. You might have seen me use that before if you followed me for a little while. But this one's like available on all platforms. I thought, you know what, let's give this a go. It works a dream. Apart from it's, well, this one goes 31 miles an hour. Or 250,000 litres. And all we're doing at the minute, I know this is kind of not quite what I sort of set out to do. There we go. God, it is quite noisy as well. Let's fold that up. Do you like the tracks on it as well? Look at that. So, I know this is not quite what I set out to do. But nothing would just seem to be working. So, I'm going to have to try and sort something else out for next time. I think what I'm going to do, though, when we do normal grass or silage, it'll be fine because the mower can do the swathing. So it can cut it and swath it. The work, as we've seen, has already done a good job on that. I am going to see if I can try and, like, flatten this out a bit, make it a bit smoother so we're not missing bits. So, next time, if we do, like I say, grass and silage, the work will be able to swath it. It can go around and cut the grass, and then we will just simply come back and bale it. But if we want to do hay, I think this is going to be the new option. Because it's just, yeah, it's quite a task when workers, normal in-game workers don't want to work because they don't recognize the field. It just keeps coming up. No field. It clearly is, but it doesn't recognize as a field, so it won't work. And courseplay workers are having fun with the equipment, so yeah. This is what I've done. I've sacrificed one of my greenhouses and put this. Basically, all it is a dryer. But it's a grass ventilation. So you just put grass in one end, it will dry it, and you get exactly the same amount out the other end. So we can still potentially work out. I did say leave your comments about how many litres we're going to get, how many bales we're going to get. We can still work it out because this is just going to dry it for me and it will still give us the same output as what's going in. So I'll go around and get it all up, dump it in here. You can hear the dryers kicked in now. And we'll basically work out what the total is and we'll convert it into bales and see how, you know, how many bales. You can still have a guess below, but it's just slightly changed a little bit from, you know, what the plan was originally. But this thing's great. Because it's got tracks as well, it's quite slippy on the old back end, so you can throw it around a little bit. And it does sort of slide about. So if we go along here, you can just skid it round and... Ooh, yes! Oh, I'm a big kid. So I'm going to go around, we're going to get all this up then. That's the second empty. And Yeah, I've not done much. So there's 500,000 litres already. Yeah, does that help with your predictions a little bit? We'll go around, we'll get the rest up, we'll dump it in the dryer. We'll have a look and see how many litres have we got altogether and how many bales would that have been if I was baling it. Well, that was definitely a mission. This is the last bit then that's going in. The field has all been picked up. All the grass is now going in the dryer. Wow. I really underestimated that job. I really did want to try and do it the proper way, which I could have done. There was no problem with using the smaller equipment. It's just the problem is I kind of underestimated the time and I haven't really got the time to sit here for hours. I mean, I've already been here now for 3 hours doing it this way. I'm cutting it and everything, testing out some tedders and then ending up with this to try and get it done a little bit quicker. Yeah, it's already taken me 3 hours. Wow. So let's go and have a look and see how many litres we've got and what that would have been if it was baled. So a little bit of it has already converted over to hay. As you can see, it's already dried a little bit. But if we add them together, we're roughly just over 1.6 million litres of grass, which when we sleep, it will all dry over and it will turn over to hay. So if we then turn that into bales, that would have been just, well, 32 full bales and just a little bit left over in the baler. 32 full bales. Now, that is if I've done my maths right. Probably not. It is quite late at night when I'm doing this. But yeah, that's wow. That's a heck of a grass field anyway. So we are at like 5:34 now. So we are going to go part this thing up. We're pretty much going to wrap it up there. That was going to be a little quick episode. Might still be quickish for you guys watching it. But yeah, that is some field. So we will find out the true bales next time, because next time we cut it, we'll either make it into grass bales or we will go and make it into silage bales. But yeah, we've got some hay there, but we'll just keep the hay loose in the dryer for now, and then we'll bale everything else. And that is definitely a good bit of kit. Not sure about the tracks, but I mean, it has got a load of wheel options and tracks as well. I thought, oh, you know what, let's give it a go. So might have to change them back to wheels, but we will see. But for now, though, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I would like to see your predictions, I can't wait to see if anybody got anywhere near that. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. We'll come back next time, probably in the next month as well, or we might fast forward a couple of months until we can start doing some wheat and barley. But stay tuned with me if you want to see what we do next. Hit subscribe, hit the like, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.